Hey there, welcome back to CMoSpeaks. Today we're going to touch upon selling. It happens 24 by 7. What are you doing to ensure it happens 24 by 7? Kidding. I'm sure all of you are doing a bit. But there are times in our career where we want to get that coveted customer or that new customer, someone who we never had before, or a new account, and we use old mundane approaches to get them. Things I can think of we do are we look at competition leaderboards, we do cold calling, we start telemarketing, we do SMS blasts, WhatsApp blasts, F&B promotions, etc., etc., etc. Most of the time we try all this and it doesn't get us the desired result that we're looking for. um, I don't think you need to fret too much about that. The way forward is very simple. You just need to rejig your approach. I'm going to give you my viewpoints on what you could rejig, but I'm sure you can use this as a precursor for you to do more things more ahead. But before you start rejigging your approach, you need to set the guidelines first with what you would want to achieve. And for you to set the guidelines, Mr. Leader, you've got to have a plan in place. So I'm going to give you some ideas right now, which probably some of you are already doing, but probably you could improvise a little further on it. The first one I can think about on getting that new customer is creating Google Alerts. Now, a Google Alert can be set on anything. It could be set on a company, it could be set on a country, it could be set on a city, it could be set on an industry, it could be set on, you name it, you could set an alert on it. Now that you've set the alert, my recommendation is pick a member from your team, a sales associate preferably, make him or her the Google Alert champ, and his or her responsibility will be in every morning stand up meeting that you have. Let him or her talk about what he found out on the Google Alert. This will help the team be aware about things that are happening in and around them. Second is, in case the alert is set up on a particular company, the concerned account manager who's servicing the account, his knowledge or her knowledge could be tested on how sharp he or she is with regards to the account and how much of account traction or productivity they have from the account and where they are with regards to their account. It's a good way of getting more information on board, and it makes your morning meetings more productive, and you could be ahead of the competition, of course. Second thing I can think of right now is the digital approach. Now, the best thing to do is catch hold of your account manager, spend some time with them, understand from them the trends that they observe, digital trends with they observe on what's happening on the websites, in terms of social media, who is the target audience, what's the feedback from the target audience. Gather that information in, have a plan in place by sitting in with your team, sharing the information that you've gathered from them, get the ops guys involved, and then create packages which could be targeting this target audience. It could be millennials, it could be senior folks, it could be anything. Accordingly, you'll understand that there is a customer out there who you probably missed out on, and they're probably only surfing your digital media, and because nobody reached out to them, you missed out on an opportunity. It works two ways. Second thing, the one way is that your marketing team finds more interest in doing more than what they're usually doing. It's a little work for them, but they feel more involved in sales related decisions. And your sales teams can also be involved and understand what marketing folks do. And it swings both ways. Everybody learns. Third thing I can think of is hitting your PMS hard. To hit your PMS very hard, for those of you guys don't know what a PMS is, property management system, to hit your PMS very hard, you need to first sit down your reservation leader and your front office leader. And even if you can get the IT leader on board, get them also on board. What you need to do is segregate the data that you have into three buckets. The first bucket being regulars, the second bucket being first timers, the third bucket being conference users. Once you target your customers at your hotel in these three buckets, you can create specific content which could be related to these customers to bring them back to the hotel or tell them about what's new happening at the hotel. Because a conference user could have been someone who just came for a conference, they may not come back again. But if there were a few influences in that conference, and say for example they shifted their companies and you have a touch base with them, they could recommend the resort once again or your hotel once again. First timers, it works the same way. And repeat business, they would like to know what's happening at your hotel. So it shouldn't be that they come to the hotel and find out about the promotions. Just gets them that feeling that you care about their business. Now we've covered three parts. The fourth thing I can think about is creating incentives for frontline staff who are non-sales folks. This could be front of the house folks or back of the house folks. Remember, everybody meets guests in the hotel, or vendors should I say. Some of them meet guests, some of them meet vendors, and these vendors are connected to different companies. If we can create an incentive program working with the finance and a senior leadership and let these people know that we have something in place for them, if they bring in business to the hotel, it's a win-win. Everybody becomes a salesman. They don the hat of salesman. But of course, please make sure that your incentive program goes in such a way that they don't just give leads, but their leads have to convert. So a follow-through is also a requirement. So they don't just wear a hat of someone who gets leads to the hotel and forget about it, but they help to make sure it goes through. Well, these are some ideas. I'm sure you could come up with better ones as you think and as you put your head towards it. That's all for this particular episode. If you like what you see, and if you think it could help someone, hit the like button. And if you think it is going to help someone or help more people around, hit the share button. Till the next publish. Cheers.